Welcome to Blue 2K channel. This video says with you about the most terrible plane crash disasters in world history in the world. On the morning of September 11, 2001, the world awoke to the unthinkable. One commercial airplane, then two, had crashed into the World Trade Center. News footage showed the badly damaged towers billowing black smoke into the sky as reporters scrambled to make sense of what was happening. Then the first tower fell, and with it any hope that this was some kind of terrible accident. The United States was under attack. The 9/11 attacks left 2,977 dead across New York, Washington, D.C., and Pennsylvania, according to the 9/11 Memorial and Museum. That total includes the 2,753 who died after the planes struck the Twin Towers, 184 people at the Pentagon, and 40 people who died when Flight 93 crash-landed in Pennsylvania. The youngest flight passenger who died was Christine Hansen, a 2-year-old on her way to Disneyland on United Airlines Flight 175. The oldest was Robert Norton, 82, who was on American Airlines Flight 11. The 19 hijackers from the militant Islamic extremist group Al-Qaeda also died. The 9/11 victims are memorialized at the site of the former World Trade Center towers. The victims' names are engraved around pools based on their location at the time of the attacks and their relationship to other victims, so almost every name is surrounded by people they cared about in some way, according to the 9/11 Ground Zero tour. Each morning, staff members place white roses on certain names to signify the victim's birthday. 343 firefighters died on September 11, which at the time was nearly half the number of on-duty deaths in the New York City Fire Department's entire 100-year history. In 2019, it was reported that the 200th New York City firefighter had died of Ground Zero-related illnesses, including the effects of toxic contaminants, traumatic injuries, and physical and emotional stress. Last year, the FDNY reported that number was closer to 300. According to the World Trade Center Health Program, over 71,000 individuals have been diagnosed with physical and mental health conditions brought on by exposure to the dust, smoke, debris and trauma of the 9/11 attacks. Around 40% of the victims have yet to be identified, according to the New York City Office of Chief Medical Examiner, OCME. That's about 1,106 people. In September 2021, OCME identified the 1,646th and 1,647th victims with a DNA analysis, insurance broker Dorothy Morgan and a man whose identity has been withheld at the request of his family. The effort to identify World Trade Center victims is the largest and most complex forensic investigation in the history of the United States, OCME reports. What follows are the accounts of ordinary people who chose to pick up video cameras. People didn't have smartphones in 2001, and record the shocking events that unfolded in Lower Manhattan. In these videos, drawn from the 2021 History Channel special, 9/11, I Was There, experience the raw emotions of that morning and see how the passage of time allowed these witnesses to reflect on what changed that day, for them as individuals and for the entire country.